like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with. Make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed with her done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Just make it go away. Can't take another day. Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so giving something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Welcome to Team Genius Academy, where we show you tips and tricks on how to use some really cool tools on your social media platforms for the business that you're trying to promote, whether it's through your personal profile or your business page. We've got some things to show you that's going to change the game for you, and I can't wait for you to see what we have. In addition, with our team, we teach you different things to do that even the creator doesn't show you with these cool tools. And we got a deal for you that you're going to love. So wait to the end and you're going to see how all of this works. Each time we come live, we're going to show you a different tool. We're going to show you probably about 5 tools that really change the game. I think they're the most important tools. And we're going to show you some things that we do with them and how you can use them for your business too. So I want to introduce you to my friend Anne-Marie here. Anne-Marie was my very first prospect that wanted to try what I was doing. I wasn't even ready to show it to her, but she just wanted to see what it was about. And I said, okay, I'll let you in on my secret. And what did you think when you saw it, Anne-Marie?
Well, when I first saw it, I'm going, oh my God, what am I getting myself into again? But at the same time, what I was doing before was not working for me.
Right.
For the last 4 years, I've been trying to earn money online, trying to do this, do courses, do training, never works. doesn't mean it doesn't work for everybody. This did not work for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Some people just don't get it, whatever, whatever. That said, Donna said, I'm doing something I want to look at. And Donna was like really being sneaky about it, like she didn't want to tell me. I could just really pushed me to want more information. So I said, okay, let me look at it. So I did take up take up the offer. At that time it was free, so like I had nothing to lose. And then I started doing it, like, okay, this is interesting. And like, oh wow, this is the first like 24 hours. I noticed how many more people I had on my page, how many more interactions I was getting on my page. And it was like so easy. And I'm going, okay, this is good. But as Donna knows, she was trying to teach me how to use the tools. And certain tools, I had a hard time to get it. Because
Yeah.
I just could not understand what she was doing. But now I can do it with my eyes closed. And because since 8 months that we're doing this give and take, I've grown a team, I'm earning money, and I'm having fun.
Yeah.
And I never expected that.
No. And
And
tell
all
so
because of
many
other,
people, like before I even started this, as confident as I am, I was so afraid to talk to people.
uh,
And
yeah,
this changed the game for me.
for me, like when I first started this online journey, doing the goal line was scary. So I started doing one, two, and I really got good at goal lines. But I would never do a Zoom with somebody and talk one on one with them. I would never do that because I didn't have enough confidence or believe the fact that they would understand me or I'd be able to teach them right.
Right.
That said, she kind of pushed me out the door, like gave me that little push. And my first prospect, my first client was somebody I never met in my life. He was from another country and he actually understood me. And I did the whole training with him in like 1 hour. And
Wow.
he was like, oh my God, I love this.
But the whole training, that that's more than just one tool, right?
Yeah, like what I did was I showed him how to put the labels, do everything all in one, and just to get
So
going,
just how many tools? How many tools did you show them?
I showed him the one, two, at that time it was only three that kind that we really worked at.
Okay, so in 1 hour, you helped, not showed him, but you set him up with 3 tools working for him for his business.
Yeah, and
In 1 hour.
he got it hooked up, and less than an hour later, was already getting leads.
And let me ask you this. After you did the setup with him, you spent the hour with him, was he able to use the tools by himself without your help?
Yeah, the only time he asked me because he kind of forgot, like I did, about how to do the broadcast, like the name of it. I went back on the Zoom. He goes, "Oh yeah, you already showed me that." And he goes, "What I like about the way you did it," he goes, "You make it fun, you make it funny, you make it exciting, and you make it like a joke." So he was able to get it.
Yeah.
And after I got off the Zoom with him, I had this new insight in myself that I can teach people.
Yes. And why did you always feel like you struggled with that problem?
Because of,
Our watchers don't know your condition.
okay, because I was born with cerebral palsy. Growing up, I never talked to I was about 5, never walked till I was 5. People always judged me for who I was on the outside, the way I talked, the way I walk, and all that stuff. but I knew inside I had more to give. But
Yeah,
nobody let me show me, nobody allowed me to be who I was. They
right.
never trusted me to be better than what I could be. So that kind of brings you down
Hmm.
over like 40 years or whatever. Like, oh my God, why bother? They're not going to listen to you anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And
know what I mean?
now that has changed for you.
Now this has changed to the point where I have people on the team saying, "You're an angel, you're this, you're inspiration." That it's not what I want to hear, but it has helped me believe in the fact that I know I can help somebody.
You know you can help people exactly, and that's what it's all about. When you know you can help somebody and see how happy you made them, or how grateful they are for you showing them what you have, that's what it's all about. That's what
Yes,
it, that's what making
I
Facebook crazy is
have,
all about.
I have one girl, an older lady, and she was a retired nurse, and she got scanned by something else. And I took her in because I felt bad for her. No, but I knew that she had no clue about computers.
Yeah,
I spent like an hour every day with her just to help her do this.
you're
When she
awesome. You're awesome. Not a lot of people will do that. Not a
when
lot of
she
people will
started
spend
when
that much
she
time
started with me,
with
she
others.
had 300 people on the page. When she finished with me, she has over 1,400 people in less than a month.
Wow. Emery, you're awesome. You're awesome. That's
I mean,
fantastic.
it was just to see her excitement, the fact that she had 1,400 people
Yeah.
on her
I
page.
remember when my son first saw how many friends I had, he was like, "What, Ma? How do you
Yeah,
have so many friends?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting rid of a lot of them."
yeah, I mean, we both are very picky who we have on our page, and
Yeah.
we do. I mean, I don't know about you, but I do get rid of at least 200 people a
Yeah,
week.
because they have to be in your audience. Listen, I don't need a number. I don't need a friend just to be a number. They have to be part of my circle, whether they're giving to me or receiving from me. Has to be some type of a beneficial friendship.
If
It
they
doesn't
don't,
have to always go both ways, but it's nice when it does. And otherwise, why are we friends?
you know, another thing I say, if you don't want to give me 2 minutes of your time to explain, I asked you what you do. I tried to learn what your business is. I tried to see where you're having trouble. If you cannot give me your 2 minutes to show, let me show you what I have, then we don't have nothing to talk about.
Right.
I mean,
So we're gonna show you some really cool tools. You're gonna love them. I guarantee if you take the 30-day trial, you're gonna change the game and want to show them to a whole lot of other people too. So stay tuned. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to bring you a new tool to see what you could be doing in your business and having more time freed up to do the important things like this.
Donna goes away to go see her grandkids, or I spend the time in the pool, or enjoying our life and having fun.
And that's what we do. Just keep having fun. Anne Marie works from her pool all summer. Watch the video. Bye.
Hi guys.
The next video we're going to show you is one tool that we didn't really know we needed, right?
No.
And we didn't know how important it was until we started using it and figuring out how this thing changes the game.
I mean, this too is something that, why would I need this? Why
Yeah,
would I need to be organized? Why do I need to be send people broadcasts?
yeah. It organizes all your friends, sends message so that you can send messages to the right ones, not the wrong ones. and sends multiple different types of messages, so not everyone's getting the same message. And it's authentic because it's your words. It's a message you would send anyway.
And you can pick your people, like your family in one label, put your friend in one label, put your business partners in their label, whatever your labels are.
And then you can send your family, hey, it's my birthday today and I'm celebrating at the restaurant. If you want to come and join me, I'll be there at 8 p.m., you know?
I know the best part is it's one click to do this.
Yeah.
One message takes about 2 seconds to write a message, how you want to do it, and send the broadcast.
It takes minutes.
That's it. I walk away.
You got to use your brain. It takes a minute or two to put the message together, but once you put it together, you can reuse it for months until you want to change your message.
Exactly. And it's simple as 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and lots of fun. And I know you're going to like it too.
So you know what to do. Reach out. Let's do this.
Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about broadcasting. Broadcasting is when you can go into Genius Messenger and you can send a message out to a group of labels. Maybe you have, all your partners, or you have customers, or you have something else that you want to send to. So it'll send it to all of them. Now, you need to keep a couple of things in mind, and please, please, please heed this warning and listen to this introductory information before you learn how to do this and go sending things off. There are things you cannot do in Facebook. If you do, you will get your account restricted, limited, or banned. And I'm talking about manually, not even using software. For example, if you have a message to send to people and you go into a text file and write your message and then copy and paste it into contact after contact after contact, you hit paste, send, paste, send, paste, send, and you send 100 messages out in 10 minutes, Facebook will restrict you, if not ban you. They will cut off your messenger work. They just will do it. Even if you put a delay in there and it's the same message and you hit paste, send, wait a minute, paste, send, wait 2 minutes, paste, send, wait a minute, paste, send, and you do that over and it's the exact same message, eventually they will also restrict you for spamming, okay? So if you can't do it manually, please don't think that the software can do it. What the software does is makes the process easier. It makes it at the click of a button and you can go do other things while it's working for you. But you don't want to have the system do something that you can't initially do anyway. You will get restricted, you will get limited, you could possibly get banned, and you don't want that to happen. So please pay attention to what we're teaching here. Okay, because of that information, we put 2 protocols in place for broadcasting. One is we've randomized the text, and I'm going to show you how to do that first with message segments and groups. And then we've put a delay interval between sends, which I'll show you after we create some actual messages. Okay, so first, let's talk about these segments and groups. The first thing I want to talk about is segments. Let's say you have a message you want to send out to your customers. Okay, let's say that the label that you're sending to is customers, or the tag that you're sending to is customers. Maybe your message is going to say something like, hi, you are a valued customer. I have some new items coming out and want my customers to get the information first. Are you interested in me sending that to you? Okay, so maybe that's your message and you're just looking for feedback from them. Okay, or you want permission first. I don't know. You're just building some trust here. Okay. Now, the way we do this is we would break this paragraph up into what we call segments. Okay, and I actually might break this into more segments than this. I might put, hi, you are a valued customer. I have some new items coming out and want my customers to get the information first. Are you interested in me sending that to you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group of segments for this hi, okay? And there'll be things similar to that. And I'm actually going to use this example and create these and show you. And then the next segment will be these, so that the message might say, hi, you are a valued customer. I have some new items coming out and want my customers to get the information first. Are you interested in me sending that to you? But the next customer might get something that says, hello, you are valued to me as a customer. We have some great new things coming out and want you to get the info first. Are you interested? Exactly the same message, worded differently. Okay, and we're going to put all kinds of little variations so that when Facebook comes back and sees all these messages going out, they don't look all the same. They're different messages, and they're going to be a delay. So let's actually take this and go build this. Okay, so let's build. Actually, I can do that from here. So let's go in here, and we're going to go to where the messages are. Okay. And what we have, you'll see on the menu now, we have broadcast, message groups, message segments. So you need to create segments first. I've created some test segments, but I'm going to build these, okay, live in front of you. So let me delete these, all right? And we're going to use this example that I just did, all right? So there we go, okay? So what we want to do first is you're going to create message segments, and we're going to call this first one our introduction, okay? Our intro, we'll just call it. Now remember, this is the one that's just going to say hi or variations of that. So I'll put hi, comma, space, and we can hit this first name, hi first name, period. I'll add that as a block, okay? Now we want to create another message. Maybe this one says hello, comma, first name, period. We'll add that. Let's do another one. Maybe this just says hi, exclamation mark, no name, right? And maybe another one says, hey now, I don't know, something like that. Add block. We have 4 different variations. I'm going to save that segment. Now we have one up here called intro. Okay, so the next thing we want is something similar to you are a valued customer, right? So let's create the next message segment, and we'll call this valued customer, okay? And we'll just make that first one the exact same thing as that. Add that block. Create another message. You are a customer, and we greatly value that. Okay? Add block. Let's do as a customer, you are greatly valued. You see what I'm doing here? I'm saying exactly the same thing in a different way. Let's just put those 3 in there. Save those message segments. That one's called valued customer. Now let's go in. Now we have a little longer one, right? I have some new items coming out. I want my customers to get the information first. So let's put that there. Let's create a new message segment. We're going to put new info, customer first. That's what we'll do as the name. Okay? As the message block, we'll just paste that first one in there and we'll add it. All right? I have some new items coming out and want my customers to get the information first. Let's create another message block here. So I'll paste it and put maybe there are new items coming out soon, and I want my customers to get the info first. Very similar. There are, okay. We'll add that block. Let's create another message. Let's change it up a little more. Let's see. Let's put new items. We'll just do new items are coming out soon. And let's put I am excited to have my customers get information about it first. Again, exactly the same thing, a little bit different. We'll just leave that one the same. Save message segments. Okay? Now we're going to do one last segment here, and this is going to be this question, right? Are you interested in me sending that to you? So let's do new item closing question is what we'll call this message segment, all right? And we'll paste that one in as the first one. Are you interested in me sending that to you? Let's do, would you like me to send that to you? Add block. Let's do, may I send that info to you? Let's just do, is it okay to send it out? All right, again, just some variations. Save message segments. So now we have this exact thing, but we have some variations in the different components. Now we can go to message groups, and we can, let me delete these test items that we had. Okay, I was doing some just to make sure this all worked. And let's do these live. All right, create a message group, similar kind of thing. New customer, new items to customers. All right. What we do here is now we insert things. We can insert a keyword such as their first or last name. All right. We can insert, and then you can delete that if you didn't want it. You can insert static text. Maybe you want all of them to say hi. You're not going to use a variation for that. So you could put that in as the beginning piece. All right, we're going to get rid of that. Or you can insert a message segment. So we start with intro because that's our hello, right? Then we do another message segment called valued customer. Then we insert another message segment, new info customer first. And then the last one, which is message segment, new item closing question, and we add that block. Now you could do different blocks. You could reorder these if you wanted. Now in the example I'm using, that wouldn't necessarily make any sense. So we're going to save this message group. Okay, so next what we do is we will click broadcast, and now we can send a message. So let's say I want to send these out to all my new customers. Now the label I'm actually going to send this to is a label I created called message test, which only has 2 people in it. But we just want to test this out. And then we need to set an interval. 2 minutes is the fastest you ever want to do this. If you only have 5 or 10 people, 2 minutes is great. The more people you have, and I know this sounds counterintuitive, but the more people you have, the slower you want to go. Even if you have to turn this on at night when you go to bed and just leave your computer open. Okay, you don't need to leave this tab open. You can go work elsewhere, but you need to leave Chrome active. So you either need to be working in Chrome on something, on a Facebook page or on some other item on the internet, or you need to just let this run, go eat lunch, go to bed, go take a walk, do whatever you want to do and let this run in the background while you're doing other things. You just need to keep Chrome active. So you want to do this over time. Don't rush this. You do not want your account limited. You do not want it restricted. All right. I'm going to do 2 minutes for the example. All right. And then this message group, you'll have a drop-down list. I only have one in here, right? New items to customers. It's the only group I've created, but if I have multiple groups, I can pick which one I want. And I can hit send broadcast. Now you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, a little tab up here opens up, and I'm sending one to my developer, and we're going to see that disappear in a moment. It's doing the countdown, okay? Remember, it's waiting 2 minutes, and we have a built-in delay. There'll be a delay of 20 to 30 seconds either way, so it might go out in 1.5 minutes, it might go out in 2.5 minutes, but that delay is going to change a little bit between every send. We don't want it systematic. Every 2 minutes exactly a message goes. It might be 1.5 minutes, and then 2 minutes and 10 seconds goes by and another one goes out, and then 1 minute and 45 seconds and another message goes out. So right now we're sending this first message up here in the mobile version of Facebook. It opens that tab. We're still over here. We can go do other things. I'm leaving Chrome open, but we can go do other things over here. I could go back on Facebook and go do things over there. That's fine. And we're letting this send. And I'm just going to let that send, and we're going to wait a second. It's just doing the countdown timer right now for the delay. Okay? And you can create as many message segments as you want. Some of them you'll be able to use. Let's go back to here. Some of these, like an intro, okay, even if you create other messages for other things, you may always want to start with hi. So you can always use that message segment in other groups that you create. Okay, maybe you have a new info to a prospect list. Okay, so your new item closing can stay the same and your intro can stay the same for that group, but you may want to do a valued contact or prospective customer, something like that. So you can word those that way. Okay, that tab went away, so that went out to Rahul. Now it's going to wait a little bit. It's going to do another timer, and there's another person in that segment, so it's going to send that shortly, and we should see that open up after the countdown timer has done its thing. And that's basically where we are with things. I can open this and we can, it's saying Margaret Mullen is the next one that's in that particular group, so I'm actually going to let this training run a little longer. You can sign off, you know how to do everything now, but I just want to watch Margaret Mullen gets sent, and we'll be able to see that while we're here. And that's how they work. So have some fun with this. If you see something that you want to do, oh, let me just go back and show you when you're doing the broadcasts. Remember, you can also send by tags. Okay, if you have different tags created, you can send to all of the people in a tag. Okay, there goes Margaret Mullins. See, now it's sending her. It waited the delay, and it sent that out. So that's how the system works. If you have any questions, let us know. Enjoy. This has been a very requested feature, so hopefully this is something that will help you. Just be careful with it. Go slow. Take your time. Don't get your account restricted, but hopefully this will free up a lot of time for you and allow you to accomplish a lot more things with this software. Thank you.
It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun?